Alright, I think we're ready. So far I think it's just Monochromium and Daryl joining me. Matt Hardigan. We are in Darkest Dungeon. It's a Saturday night. Another Saturday night. We all ain't got nobody, so we're hanging out together. Let's see. Last time we beat the Viscount, and we did another mission with Metrodora, I think, in the effort to get another Shieldbreaker dream, but stupid me, I didn't bring anybody who had a nighttime ambush prevention. I didn't think that I needed it. Turns out I did need it, because instead of being ambushed by snakes, we were ambushed by pigs, which is not at all what you want. So we'll have to do it. We'll do another one with Metrodora or Irene. Probably after this one, maybe. We're going back to the wheel to fight the Shrieker. The Shrieker can be dangerous. We did lose Zephos to the Shrieker. We will endeavor to make our cohorts proud. Alright. We don't have to worry about torches. We don't have to worry about any dungeon distance whatsoever. It's just one fight and we're done. Hi, Walter. Hi, Kira. Everybody's coming in. Alright. Just thinking, oh man, I'm glad that Daryl and Monochromium are here, but I'll be kind of bummed out if my regular crew doesn't join. It is a bit later than I said it was going to start, I suppose. Okay, I still got Les Chic, Les Freak stuck in my head. We were listening to disco before you came in. Alright. Well, her hit points will probably go low, so sure, take that. Accuracy. Don't have to worry about accuracy. I think we're just going to go for the nest. Yeah, Erdrick was rocking out. While we were listening to the disco music, and well, it was one disco song, and then before it, it was what was the song before it? Hang on. I just want to check now. It's gonna bother me. Les freak, c'est chic, freak out. Oh, it was War. We were listening to War. Slipping into darkness. Anyway, while the disco song was playing, I did this. I moused over Erdrick and then moused to the right, and when I went outside of the window, it made his character portrait jump around, and during the disco song, it looked like he was dancing. It was pretty funny. Meanwhile, other like Metrodora was like, I'm ready for adventure. That's funny. Alright. Mark, no, we're not. We do have a marked party, but we're not trying to kill the Shrieker. That's almost impossible. So I'm not gonna bother with Mark. Slipping into darkness. Let's just deal maximum damage, huh? Do 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 do. Ooh. Forgot that we got this. That's not really that good for this fight, though. Freak out. It was hot in Utah, huh? Well, I would highlight it, Kira, for the YouTube channel, but the song would surely set off copyright infringement notices and probably wouldn't be viewable by most people. So I probably just won't bother. 85 degrees Fahrenheit. That is nice and toasty. Good God! Where are you, Monochromium? I think I know, but I've forgotten. What am I doing? I'm wasting time. That's what I'm doing. Do 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 do. Aw, freak out. Extreme summer weather? Good God, Wales is temperate. 85 is like a cool day in July and August where I'm from. 90s is normal. It's not unusual for it to hit 100 or get above a little bit. I mean, nobody's like itching for 100, but it does get there occasionally. Niagara Falls. I have been in Niagara Falls. I haven't been in the falls. I've been to the falls. The Shrieker's got to be a beast, right? Beast. I'm guessing it's Beast and Eldritch. And I don't have an Eldritch ring, I don't think. Oh no, the Sun Ring. Sun Ring would be fine. Bramble Grunt. I've driven through both sides of Niagara Falls, the Canadian side and the American side, and my friends and I, when we were driving around the Canadian side, we accidentally hit what looked like a homeless dude on a bike with our car. And we had just driven past the guy, and we looked at him and we were like, oh, I wonder who that guy is. And one of my friends in the car said, oh, he's the mayor of this town, as a joke, purely as a joke. And then a few seconds later, we were making a left turn, and he caught up with us and didn't realize we were making a left turn and hit the side of our car. And we were like, oh my God. And my friend opened up his door. He's like, are you okay? And the guy's like, I think so. And he got on his bike and rode away. And so the rest of the trip, we joked about it. We're like, dude, you hit the mayor. That's stupid. It's dumb. Do. I'm really trying to maximize damage here. What are you doing back there, Bramble Grunt? Throwing caltrops. No, you're going to be hitting melee, aren't you? That's going to be your main attack. Ah, hell. Here, just take that. Whatever. J'zargo. Kira, you've got J'zargo in your stream, and I've got J'zargo in my stream. We're doubling up on J'zargo. You, though, I do want to have good heals for you. Because you're not usually very sharing of them, one. And two, because Shrieker can do a lot of damage really fast. Hell is, yeah, the scroll. There we go. Alright, that took me a long goddamn time. That cat does get everywhere. Just we left, couldn't have been more than 10 minutes. Somebody fell into the falls? How do you do that? They've got guardrails and everything. You'd have to be either very intentional. No, they were never found. Oh my God. That'd be very intentional, or you'd have to be like drunk or very dumb. I don't mean to sound callous, but when I was there, it was like, wow, this is great. This is really cool. I couldn't conceive how somebody could fall in, though. Maybe if you were on the boat. Maybe the boat. I didn't go on the boat. Oh, I see. They went up a trail a little ways, I guess. Okay. I did not do that. That's true. I stayed very close. close to the falls themselves. Yeah. Damn. That's a shame. Heard it here first, kids. Niagara Falls is deadly. The only thing, when I was a kid, the only thing I knew about Niagara Falls was that it appeared in Superman 1 or 2. 2, I think. Or 3. I don't remember. It's in one of the Superman movies. He and Lois go to Niagara Falls. As a kid, that was my first exposure to it, because I loved watching the Superman movies. Okay, let's take a stack of those. Whoops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Stack of those, because I'm pretty sure he does pretty nasty bleed. Stack of those, because why not? I don't remember if he does horror or not, but it's not like we have to worry about the money. Don't need any blood, don't need any torches. Holy water might be good so we can resist whatever he's going to throw at us if I take it right away. Don't need to bring food. Can't get rid of that, though. Superman 2. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you very much. I'm going to bring a stack of these. They could be useful. Help keep us alive. Keep us alive. I've heard of people going over the falls in barrels. I didn't know people were lining up to do it, though. That seems cuckoo. Alright, here we go. I think this is, what, the 4th or 5th? I think this is the 4th time we've fought this thing. Shrieker's Call is almost unbearable to human ears. Embellishing a little bit. Yes, it was a real thing. It was. It was stupid. Some people survived it, though. That's my understanding, anyway. Alright, you bastard. 63 dodge. Not even worried about him. I'm just going to go for this thing. That's all I'm doing. Go for this and avoid the damage. Oh my god. Very nice. Okay. It's a museum that kept all the barrels and driftwood left over. Really? Oh, I was going to use this. 8. Alright. Holy hell. Shit. Forgot about that. I should have armed this thing. I thought that I did, but I didn't. I believe my understanding was that some people survived, some people died. I don't know. The over the barrels, over the falls in a barrel thing. Sure, take that. Although, well, no, that doesn't waste the resistances, does it? Take your best shot. 42% chance to hit. Nothing really doing there. That's a really cool animation. I like that. Not worth it. No, not worth it. Yeah. A lot of stress, though. Oh, we got it. Nice. Nice. Two heals, he's had an 8 and a 0. Phew! That'll do it.
Size alone
We got it.
does not dissuade the sharpened
Let's just
blade.
take aim at you, I guess, huh? Oh. Now we just gotta survive. We gotta stay alive. 25. There we go. There's the heals. Uh-oh. Ha ha! Yeah, we got a hit. Caw! Dodged. Nicely done. Another hit. Sure. Nice. Haven't really even taken that much damage from this thing. Sure, might as well use it. Here it goes. Why'd she take 60 stress and nobody else
These
did?
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Well, that worked. I actually like taking the Aegis scales for this fight. That was handy. And we got the Shrieker down to about half health. If I had not aimed for the nest, and if I had brought some trinkets that increased our accuracy, because 63 dodge is ridiculous, we might have had a chance in 3 rounds. I don't know, that would have been crazy. I would need to bring like every accuracy trinket I have, and bring Aegis, all my Aegis skills probably, and we might have a shot. Anyway, as it is, we got a shitload of money. And maybe a new trinket. And maybe some cool quirks. We'll see. Ah, yeah. 10 dodge. 33% disease resist if torch below 75. Okay. This is a dark one. 33 move resist if torch below 50. 16 stress. 18 grand. Ah, rats. Only 2 people got quirks. Corvid's Resilience. Yes. Oh. Okay. That's not as great as I thought. Oh, no. Rabies. Quick reflexes. I like that one. Lurker. Almost will never use that. And Zoophobia. Which makes sense. Alright, so we need to de-stress poor Marlena. Was it Marlena?
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Week 141. Marlena, Erdrick, Bramblegrunt, and Jazargo were successful in retrieving powerful relics from the greedy Shrieker. Blades! Right, one of our new... Oh, we gotta fix Blades. She's got the same appearance as Marlena. Blades underwent effective disease treatment, cured the worries. Wolf underwent effective disease treatment, cured the ague. Rayquaza meditated, recovered 70 stress. No longer selfish. Kira headed into town, recovered 70 stress. Okay. I agree, Walter, and you would think it wouldn't be too hard to code that either. Just say you can't get a Warren's quirk unless you do a dungeon in the Warrens. Don't get a Cove quirk unless you do a dungeon in the Cove, that kind of thing. But for whatever reason, they didn't specify. Didn't specialize it that much. Get rid of rabies. I will oh, we still got to de-stress Blades, and we got to heal cure Kira of the ague. De-stress Blades. Oh, and change Blades' appearance. Pretty sure we don't have that one. It's pretty rad looking. So Blades will meditate. Marlena, what does Marlena do? She'll do anything. Sounding kind of dirty. Rayquaza, I'm not going to bother de-stressing. He's at 30. Alright, before we head back to the courtyard, try to move our way toward the Countess, which will probably take forever and a goddamn day, given how long the Viscount's dungeon was. I'd like to do another mission with a shield breaker and try to get another quest. Sorcerer Dave is hosting. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. Gentleman. True gentleman. I'd like to get another bad dream, is what I'm saying. Tried it last time, we failed. On account of me not having anybody that could get rid of ambushes. And we got a whole bunch of level apprentice level people, so let's do that. What do we got for apprentice level quests? Medium. Short, don't want to do that. Long. Medium. Long. I think we'll do this one. Medium dungeon in the cove. So. Looks like these folks haven't gone in a while. Roland. Adam. Oh wait, but we gotta bring Metrodora. Right, doesn't do anything if we don't bring the actual shield breaker. And unfortunately, a Flagellant doesn't really do well with the party that moves around too much, because if he's not in the front two spots, he can't do jack. Do have Heraclius. That's good. Heraclius and Camille? I think so. I like Camille. I do like Grave... I don't know. Grave Robbers just are so good. I hesitate to say that they're overpowered. They're just awesome. Alright, you have ambush prevention. Very good. Oh, yes. Excellent, Daryl. Glad. Wait. So correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Is it Camille or Camille? I think you corrected my pronunciation before because I was wrong. And I don't remember what the correct pronunciation is. Camille. Camille. Okay, good. So one of those. Alright. I like to do more damage with the leper. Oh. This reminds me, before we do this, hang on. I want to lock in those traits. Quirks. Who got them? Oh shit, it was J'zargo and he's already being cured. Okay. Somebody else. J'zargo. Oh. J'zargo got that and quick reflexes. I was going to lock in. Actually, I kind of like both of them. Bramble Grunt, you got anything cool? Lurker. No, that's no good. Unyielding. I like unyielding. Alright, let's do this. Lock in unyielding, get rid of Thanatophobia. And who else? You have Thanatophobia as well. Lock in Clotter, get rid of Thanatophobia. Ah, good. Okay. That's good to know, Walter. Thank you. Yes, I've missed Fletch. Hi, Metro. Hi, Max. Sorry, Max. I've missed Fletch, Chris. It's good to hear that he did not feel ostracized by us with our politics conversation, and I look forward to him making it back when he has time and capacity. You won't always be in position 1, will you, Roland? We can do better. Good D&D session? I'm jealous. Damn. Wish I had a good D&D group and the time to do it. Won't be marking anybody, probably. Wow. You could double these up. The wing and the talon get 66% disease resistance if your torch is below 75. That's okay. That's weird. Yeah. Metrodora. Ah, very tricky of you, Max. If you're open to it, I'd like to do a simple Q&A, starting with your favorite entree. My favorite entree is fresh fluke sashimi. Ooh. I don't have a problem with a Q&A. This is a decent game to do Q&As with because I can easily just stop paying attention to the action in the game without missing anything and pay attention to the chat. My favorite entree. I am hard pressed to beat anything. I'm sorry, for anything to beat a good steak. Man. Porterhouse or a ribeye or a New York strip. Just a really thick cut, medium rare. I do like sushi as well, but I have a hard time passing up grilled beef. Oh God, I don't know. Sure, let's just make you a dodging fool. Actually, no, hang on. You're gonna take the map. Because I already know what Camille's taking. She's... oh. I do have that. Ooh, I like that. She will be doing pick to the face occasionally. A tick that can make you allergic to red meat. No! Guess I'd have to eat more sushi if that ever happened. It isn't the worst thing in the world. No, I think I gotta go with the old standby. Musket ball and... I already forgot the other one. Oh, the matchstick, right? Yes. So total we're getting 25% damage for range skill and 8% more critical with +2 speed at the cost of only 10% stress. Filet mignon, yes, thank you, yes. There's a restaurant not too far from where my mother-in-law lives called Pittsburgh Blue, which is named after the way that certain steaks are prepared. And they serve and it's just an appetizer that's steak tips with some kind of aioli for dipping, and it's, God, it's the most like mouth-wateringly delicious thing. It's like criminally good. Just sets the pleasure centers off in your brain. I wish that I didn't like meat, but man, I can't. Being a vegetarian, I suppose I could, if I needed to, I could become a vegetarian, but man, that would be hard to me. Some people I know who are vegetarians are like, yeah, you don't really miss it. But as far as when I've known them before they were vegetarians, they never really ate meat too much anyway. So it's like there's that kind of person who can get away with it and be like, yeah, I never really ate it, so I'm not really missing it. That's great. Good for you. It's probably healthier. I'm sure it's better for the environment and your conscience and all that. I'm the kind of person who just really, my brain really fires when I have a really good steak, though. I could probably go without pork or fowl. Be hard to pass up fish. I could go without chicken, though, if I really needed to. But like sushi and steak, those are the two things that it's like, ooh, man, I don't want to be a vegetarian because of sushi and steak. Okay. Where does my palate go with desserts? I tend to be very chocolate focused. If there's a dessert on the menu that has a chocolate, is chocolate, I'll eat it. If there's something that isn't chocolate, I'll go with something that's like a fruit type dessert, like something that's got like banana or berries, like a sorbet or something like that. Ice cream's always good. I love ice cream, but I always opt for chocolate ice cream if they've got it. Yeah, I know that there are other sources of protein and all that, but pound for pound, meat just packs so much, and there's a reason why our brains, release so much dopamine when you eat meat. And it's not because it's necessarily good for you on the whole. Too much meat obviously is a terrible thing for you. But given that most of our evolutionary history, our diet consisted of nuts and berries, when you could get meat and pack that much nutrition in such a small, serving, your body was like, yes, more of that. More of that. Here, have all the reward you want for that. We want to encourage this behavior. Now that meat is not really a scarce item, it's bad for us because you still get that same reward, but you have way more access to it, so it's damaging to your health. Anyway, I think I provisioned correctly. I was talking the entire time. Oh, hang on, we gotta go back. I don't want Heraclius to have the skills that he has. One moment. In fact, let's check everybody here. Aha! Camille. I want Heraclius to have something he can use in the back. And actually, I probably want him to have that because even though he's not going to use it too much this time, Mark, he will someday, for sure. Guardrails that are easily climbable. Yeah, I guess when I was saying like, oh, you'd have to be intentional, that's what I mean. Is like, there's guardrails, you would have to make an effort to get over them, though, unless somebody came behind you and shoved you or something. Which is possible. Foul play is always a possibility. I would hate to be somebody who died of foul play in a situation where somebody didn't expect it, and then to have some commentator like me, some jackass who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, say, oh, you moron, how could you die? Like, no, you don't understand. It was foul play. All right. Shovels. Food. That's good. And then torches. Variax is hosting. Thank you very much, Variax. All right. Getting all kinds of views tonight. Well, so I suppose, anyway. No blood needed. Not going to take any Aegis scales. We'll actually probably get some if we do this right. Let's go. We've talked enough. Been streaming for 40 minutes, and all I've done so far is one Shrieker mission, which takes like 2 seconds. Tentacled lurkers. Watkins Glen and the Adirondacks. Unfortunately, the only...
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Hidden room. Unfortunately, the only... The only place in New York that I've ever been is Niagara and New York City, and New York City was when I was about 5 years old. I was very young. Variax and Sorcerer Dave, I believe, have auto-host set up, and I think I'm in their rankings. So I think the part of the reason that Sorcerer Dave started hosting right away is perhaps because he's not hosting anybody else above me. Whereas I think Variax has somebody...
The light, the promise of safety.
In the hierarchy above me that must have just recently shut down or something. I'm not even going to bother with that because I wouldn't keep it anyway. Our first fight. Here we go. Let's see how this party fares. Ah, man. You get 10 accuracy for the quest. Alright. Let's dance. Lots of protection here. No real good way to go through it. Oh no, I got Blight. Blight will get through it. Let's do that. Yes, I agree, Kira. It's fantastic. I went and unlocked all the skills that I wanted, but I didn't actually switch them. Alright. Fine. Shit. Not enough to kill it. Good dodge. Okay, this thing will die its next turn. Yes, I can switch in between fights. I can't switch during a fight, though. That's a waste of damage. This guy's speed is 0, so we should get plenty of chances to go before it. Let's do this. Ah, thanks, Kira. I did just recently join. Alright, that'll die its next turn. So all we gotta worry about is this bloke.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Compassion is a rarity in
Ah, crap.
pitch of battle.
Use it, what the hell? Reduce stress? Yeah, that sounds good.
A death by inches.
Here we go.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay. One fight done. Nah, start it up, Monochromium. Who cares? Start it up and they'll come. Max, the link in Kira's stream yesterday worked for me, anyway. Not saying that I'm better than you or anything, but it did work for me.
We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, fuck, I didn't change it again. I left it the same. Alright, I gotta remember this time. Kill these stupid fish, and then we change Heraclius' fight layout. Kira sending out invites now. Kira, if you want, I don't know that Nightbot will let you post a link, but I was gonna say you can put a link in the chat now if you wanted. I think Nightbot will prevent you though. Wow! Nicely done. Summer before the fall. Fair enough, Max. Fair enough.
Annihilated.
No room, huh? Alright. Drop that. Take that. Okay, now. Sure. Debuff dodge anyway. Thanks, Walter. Thanks. Pretty sure we're good there. We're good there. And we're good there. Okay. Nothing must be left untouched. Aha! Wait a minute. Wait. Let's just reflect a moment on the fact that Metrodora here grabbed a torch out of a torchier and went, aha! What was she expecting? Ooh, goody. Oh! Pfft. One more. Oh, okay. We would have known if we had to even do this, but now we don't. We have to do it anyway. Damn. Eureka. Aha! Ghidorah is easily impressed. Dim, dark, bright or day, our task is the same. I'm just gonna let Metrodora do everything because she's funny. What's this? 6 of 6. I'm gonna do my best to get every journal out of here, so yeah. Now that we don't care about anything, we finished the main quest. So let's do get journals out of here. I'm a completionist after all. Aha! We did have to. Aha! We did have to come this way. Lots of torchiers down here. What the hell? Aha! Oh, I didn't see what she said that time.
Hacks laden with loot are
Finally,
often low on
smile about.
supplies.
Here we go, gang. Finding something to smile about? That's what she said. Thanks, Walter. Surprise! Alright. We'll make quick work of these monsters. ×2. She's repeating herself. Do this. You might be able to kill this guy. Wow!
Executed.
Fishman in the cove? Aha! Damn protection.
Decimated.
Woo! Roland, be still my heart. Armor piercing, that's what I want. Yeah. Nice, get through that protection.
Their
Dead.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, we can have sushi here. Sashimi even, yes. Oh, crap. Bleed? No, resisted.
Press this advantage.
Death!
Give them no quarter. These
I'm-
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Pretty sure we have like 107 blood back at the ranch, so I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, Metrodora. Have at. Aha! All we can fit is the food. Alright, gang, we got the long task of backtracking ahead of us. I don't think I ever noticed that the footsteps in the cove are splashy footsteps. Almost there. Okay, we'll check out this secret room. Right here. Okay, Metrodora gets to take it. Holy, okay.
The
Say
match
we
is struck. A blazing star is born.
don't need those. We don't need that. Can we camp? Let's just camp here. No, we can't. Let's get rid of those. Aha! It's going around. The ahas. Maybe that's something they've always said and I've just never really noticed it, but they're saying it a lot in this dungeon. Oh shit. This is where we would have used a medicinal herb, but since Metrodora wanted to mess with it first, it doesn't matter. So this is 100% of room battles. We don't even have to go this way. Probably drop all these after the nightmares because we'll get a journal. Right, that's true. You know what? Take on me. Got it. I got it. Let's just camp here.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
10 food should be more than enough going forward. Let's go crazy. Alright, you gotta do that. Speaking your gibberish. That's a good one. 6 points. Oh, that's... Oh. Roland doesn't have any of the good ones. Well, really, it's that one. That's the one I like. Okay, sure. Ooh, that sounded cool. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Mr. Dora's gonna have a bad dream. Can anyone carry it too?
As the light gains purchase, spirits
Hey!
are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We haven't finished her dreams, right? The only thing I can think is this would seem crazy to me, but the only thing I can think is you have to continue to do the dreams with the shield breaker, the very first shield breaker that had the dream, which would be Irene. But that seems crazy. So maybe I have to take Irene out and I'm just wasting my time here, huh? I mean, I'm getting XP for everybody, but that's a little aggravating. That seems crazy to me. I don't think that's the truth, but it might be. Yeah, whatever. Alright, there's a fight in here. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Very odd. Yes, I agree.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Yes.
Destroyed.
Ooh. Very nice. Alright. Will that do? Might. Wow! Woo!
Destroy.
7 chapters. I'll look when we get back, but I'm pretty sure we don't have all 7. Whoa, 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 what's this? Crits receive chance plus 8% for 2 rounds. That's interesting. According to the wiki, the final nightmare only happens in champion difficulty runs. This is champion dungeon? It is not. This is not even veteran. This is apprentice. Well, crap. Okay, so I do have to take Irene out sometime. Done.
The fiend falls. A faint hope blossoms.
Well, maybe we'll just do that next. We'll take Irene out. Trapped! Blast. Maybe we won't even get to the courtyard in this stream. Wow! Haven't seen any highway brigands in a while. Nice.
Obliterated.
Very well done. Yeah, the courtyard is... It's a monster. And the next one's gonna be a monster too. Oh. Ah! Despite the -2 dodge, he still got it. Still dodged, I mean. Okay, we got some corpses. Nice. All too easy.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Let's leave it at that. Nothing, huh?
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Dodge a wrench, you can dodge a brigand. Good old Rip Torn.
Executed with impunity.
Whew. Don't know how she does it. Kill! Yes, that's good. No kidding. It looks like a Netch, doesn't it? Ah, shit. It's almost dead. Light? Get through the massive protection there. Armor piercing to get through the massive protection. Shocker. Uh-oh. This should do it, right?
Back to the pit.
Yep.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Interesting. Okay. Metrodor, you want to try it? There's no keys, but... I say at this point our stress is so low and we have so little dungeon left that we probably won't care too much about laudanum. And let's just take these now. Drop that, take that. I guess it makes sense that they...
treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Aha! I guess it makes sense that they would only send the last snake attack when you're in a champion dungeon, since as you've had nightmares, the enemies get more advanced the further in the nightmare you go, so it would be kind of crazy if you were like, okay, I'm going to take my apprentice level 0 Shieldbreaker and her party out, and then you get this massive boss. And you guys just get toasted.
Another one.
Perfect.
Falls.
You can't do anything, can you? Just heal. No, Darkest Dungeon isn't nice to the player. You're right. Could be evil, couldn't it? Let's not risk it. Let's do that. Probably true, Walter. Oh, you can't kill it. Just try it. Nice.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh, also one thing I've noticed, you guys, really quick, when I've been watching the recordings of the stream, I've noticed that anytime that there's any, like, so that sometimes there'll be like blackish color on some of the icons and uniforms and stuff, outfits, and I think it's because I'm green screening and so OBS takes anything that's green in the game itself and makes it blackish. So apologies for that. If you're seeing like weird black colors where there shouldn't be black colors, that's what that's from, I think. Damn. That's good. Like you're enjoying. Yes. Yeah. It's nothing that ruins the game. It's just something that I noticed, and I was like, oh yeah, that kind of sucks. My green screen does have an alternate side, which is blue. The back of it is blue. So I could do that, but then of course I'm basically just trading one color aberration for another, because then anything with blue will probably be blacked out. If it makes any difference, you haven't noticed the difference. Good to hear. Okay, you guys are going to guard each other. That sucks, but okay. Oof. Pierce that armor. Give him Blight.
The ground quakes.
There will be no blood left for the leeches. Ah, he's not quite dead. Damn. Alright, he'll be dead his next turn. And we dodge his damage, so no harm, no foul. Oh, right. We're gonna hit him because he was still guarded. Damn. Double damn. More than enough. See how many chances we get to go here before he dies. Hit the corpse. Maybe we get a heal. Looks like we do.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Perfect. Now you may die.
Never hidden.
Oh, we're done. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this gives us a buff. But we don't have, I think it's holy water that does it. So we'll just pass because we're done.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
All right. Roland is level 2. Got Hylomania. Tradora is level 2. She got Blutomania. Camille and Heraclius are still level 1. Heraclius got Warren's Phobe and Warren's Scrounger. Even though we were nowhere near the Warrens.
Seditionists and heretics skulk in the alleys. They must be found out.
Rats among us. Threats to our collective safety are never in short supply, but this week our local constabulary received a welcome augmentation. Idle Houndmasters gain 1 resolve level. Let's see. We'll leave. The only person that's idle that will get a resolve level is Angwei. That's fine. Oh, and even outlines it for you so that you notice it. Week 142. Roland, Metrodora, Camille, and Heraclius left many a fisherman slain in the depths of the cove. Roland's now an adventurer, Metrodora's an adventurer. So the town event in the sanitarium, Irene underwent effective quirk treatment. Quirk removed thanatophobia. Reinforcement therapy made a quirk permanent unyielding. Dolger underwent effective quirk treatment, removed thanatophobia, had reinforcement therapy, and made permanent clutter. Zargo underwent effective disease treatment, cured rabies. Kira underwent effective disease treatment, cured the AUG. Blades meditated, recovered 70 stress. Marlene had a night of the town, recovered 70 stress. Alright. Everybody out of there for a second. Send me out again! No, Angwei, you're supposed to wait. So does anybody have any diseases or de-stressing that still needs to be done? I thought somebody did. No, but we did say we were going to lock in some traits, and that was J'zargo, Horvid's Resilience, we can get rid of Off Guard, let's say. Somebody else? How about Jester? Can lock in Tough and get rid of Clumsy? Okay, so what we're going to do now, what we said we were going to do, is go to a champion little dungeon in which we can camp and bring Irene. I think the Weald is it. Okay, so Irene's coming. Let's bring Wartooth. Adam for a healer, maybe? Or I could take Magic Stilton. That'll get her more XP. Let's do that. I hope that's fine. That should be fine. In the third spot, Nightwing. Sure, this is a pretty mobile group. I think we can handle it. All right, Irene. This is it. You're going to have a dream, I think. I forget what you're doing. That. That. And that. Won't be doing any mark. Caw, caw. Since you're in the front, why not that? I don't know that we're going to be dealing with too much bleed anyway, but... maybe the map? I don't know what else for you to bring. Wartooth. It's been a while since you've gone out, my friend. 10 accuracy, 3 critical, 15% stress. Okay, MCR, see you in a bit. I've forgotten again. Melee, ranged. But I'm pretty sure riposte is melee, right? Take that. Night Wang. And Magic Stilton. You are trying to do stun. Okay, so let's not take that. Let's take that. And... that. Okay. Hey, H2O, welcome. Glad to see you here. Medium champion level dungeon. In the Weald with... oh, right. And you cannot do nighttime ambush. Let's correct that so that we don't fuck this up. We've already fucked it up a couple times. That one. Oh, you had it. Whoops. Oh, well. It's fine. Whatever. Sure. The hell. Unlock it all. Alright. Good there. Good there. Okay. Provision. No blood needed. Bunch of food. Alright. See you, Max. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Get some good sleep. Alright, let's do this. Another dream. Oh, I didn't check how many journals we have left to go. 7 total. I think we might have 4 or 5. Or maybe we're actually all the way up to the last one. I don't know.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
90% of rooms. We did not get a scout. Oh, thanks H2O. We're playing Darkest Dungeon.
Such a burden of finery risks life and limb.
Darkest Dungeon, which is a game that I Let's Played on the YouTube channel. Nothing there. Good. I'm glad we searched that room, because it was very easy to get to it, and there was no fight. The game's a little choppy for me right now. I'm not sure why that is. Still no scout, huh? Positive quirk. Okay. You do it. Powerful effect. Beast Hater. Perfect. Wait. Yeah, perfect.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Let's see what we got. Our first scout. Good. And our first fight is coming right up. Hot dog or hamburger?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Hamburger, probably. What about you?
Nature
Daryl?
herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Alright, spiders. I don't think we really need to bother with that, but we're doing it anyway. Make it bleed? Nope. Ooh. Okay. Hamburger. Ketchup and mustard. Yes. Pickles for me. Everything you said, except... I like grilled onions. I don't like raw onions. And I would add pickles. I do love pickles on a burger. Alright, tracking shot first, I think. Because of the buff.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Damn. A1, yeah, that sounds good. I had a friend,
Blow to body and brain.
a roommate that I lived with for a while, who would put a fried egg on top of his burger. Like, he'd fry an egg separately and then eat it in the burger, like on the sandwich. It's too much for me. Too much. A1 sauce is like a steak sauce. It's like a tomato product with, it's actually raisins are one of the ingredients, I think.
Decimated.
Agree, Daryl. I'm usually just ketchup, mustard, pickles, onions, lettuce, tomato, and that's it. Try to stun this guy? Yeah. Oh, shit. Dodged.
The light, the promise of safety.
Nice. Son of a bitch. Do it again. Yeah.
Destroyed.
Wow, Wartooth came to play. What am I drinking? Well, I just finished a glass of wine. All I got left is water. I was drinking, it wasn't even Malbec, it was some red blend. What the hell was it even called? I don't remember. Let's just do that. But I don't think I'll drink anymore. It's already 11:30 here now. I won't be up too terribly much longer. Kill! Oh. Cuervo and Sprite. Interesting. Dead!
Give them no quarter. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Nurse and a drink. I don't know what to drop to make room for that. I'm not gonna take any of it. Probably won't have any room for this stuff either. Nope. Water for me as well. Okay, we're gonna go this way so as to avoid that fight. It'll cost us a shovel. That's okay. I think we'll skip this room. We'll go there. We may go up there so as to get a empty room so we can maybe avoid a fight later on, and then we'll continue on. What's in the bag?
A handsome reward.
Oh,
For a task well performed.
I did have a little bit of room for gold. Oh well. Hunger check. It's fine.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Treasure.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
What books are currently under progress? I am currently reading a book called Evicted, which is by Matthew Desmond. It's a non-fiction book about well, it's about exactly what its title says. It's about evictions in the United States and how poverty leads to evictions, but evictions also lead to poverty. It's kind of this vicious cycle. And so Matthew Desmond is like a, I don't know that he's an anthropologist, but he wrote something, it's a very anthropological book about the poor living in Milwaukee, both in black neighborhoods and in white neighborhoods, and about it's actually followed people around for like a year, some of these low-income people living in these neighborhoods, and wrote about their living conditions and what happens when they get evicted and what it's like for landlords and what it's like for tenants and what it's like for the family of the tenants who have to help them out. It's kind of a sad story, obviously, because people are losing their homes.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
But it's also very informative. The book that I had read previous to that was... I'll think of it. Maybe it was the most recent, I think it was the 6th book in the Expanse series, science fiction series. And the book I have lined up next is called The Emperor of Maladies. It's a book about cancer as a disease and like the, how people have combated against cancer and like the history of the research of the disease and people who have had the disease and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I borrowed that one from my mother-in-law. And then I was going to say one more thing. Oh, so I work for the School of Nursing at a large university here in Minnesota. And one of the things that the School of Nursing did last year was they actually hosted the author of that book, Evicted, Matthew Desmond. and he gave a talk here on our campus. And as a result, I worked for the dean, and so the dean was the host, and she held a reception for him before the talk, and we all had appetizers and everything like that. And so I got to meet the guy and got a signed copy of his book. So that's the book that I'm reading right now. I had never heard of the book before this, and I thought, oh, like, when part of my job was helping to set up his reception and all that stuff. It's actually my coworker who did most of the work, but I helped her a little bit. And I didn't know anything about the guy or his book. I was like, oh, okay. And then I had the book, and I just set it on the bookshelf thinking, I'll read that someday. And then at the end of the year, at the end of 2017, former President Obama, of all people, put out on Twitter a list of books that he had read in the last year that he suggested other people would read. And one of them was Matthew Desmond's book, Evicted. And I was like, oh, President Obama read this book. Okay. Didn't make me, like, get to it any faster. But it was just like, oh, cool, okay. I met the guy that whose book President Obama has read. Oh, rats. I wanted to use tracking shot. I was talking about Obama and I didn't think straight. Rend the Marked. Yeah, apparently it's his book is getting national attention on account of just what a bleak picture it paints. I don't think many people knew or know, certainly I did not, how rampant evictions are. There's something like 4 evictions every minute in the United States, something like that. It's kind of crazy, and it seriously fucks up your life. It's pretty awful. Yes, probably unpleasant. I always think of that as like similar to what social work must be like. It just must be like hard to experience. Pem's book recommendations. Yeah, we could just have a book. It wouldn't have to be mine necessarily, but any kind of book recommendations. I'll add that. That's a great suggestion, Kira.
Precision and power.
Dead? No, not yet. Better heal.
The slow death.
Yes.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Yeah, vacant homes, and then like homes that should be vacant, like nobody should be living in them, but yet people still are living in them. It's like, oof, man. Some of the living conditions that he describes in this book, it's like, oh god. Like not there's part of it where it's like I would feel icky living in a house like that because it would just bother me that everything was filthy and roaches everywhere and stuff like that. There's the gross aspect of it, and then there's the like, how do you survive? Like actually survive in a house like that? Like houses with no heat, and Milwaukee winters get fucking cold, or the toilet doesn't flush. It's like, what do you do? And they're like, well, we have no place else to go, so we gotta live here. Man.
Their formation is broken. Maintain.
So it's hard on a bunch of levels. And then they're like, it's interesting, like, so the threat of eviction actually causes more crime as well, or at least allows crime to go unreported. Because there's an example in the book where a woman's being abused by her boyfriend, physically abused, and she calls the police one night when her boyfriend beats the shit out of her, and the police come knocking on the door, and they address the issue. The woman doesn't press charges, the boyfriend doesn't get arrested or something like that, and everything just goes back to normal. Then the police send a letter to this woman's landlord and say, look, this is the 3rd time that your building, this building has however many apartments in it, whatever. But the police send a letter to the landlord saying, this is the 3rd time this month that somebody from your building has called the police. We'll have to fine you if this keeps happening. Which I didn't know that was a thing. So the landlord threatens to evict the woman. And she ends up getting abused again, and because she's getting abused again, she doesn't call the police because she's afraid that if she does, her landlord will evict her. So she's suffering this physical abuse, and she doesn't dare call the authorities because she might lose her house if she does. It's sad. Better heal again.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yes, it's an incredibly messed up situation. I know that in the book he mentioned specifically that Milwaukee has a law or an ordinance or something where the police will fine the owner of a residence if 911 calls are made too often in a certain span of time. It's like 3 in a month, something like that. And so when it's a landlord-owned residence, then anybody that lives in there, if they have to call the police for any reason over a 3-month span of time, like even if it's your neighbor, let's say your neighbors call the police twice in a month because there was a fire or somebody got hurt, and then something happens to you in the same month, and you're like, well, shit, 2 calls have already been placed. If I place a call, then my landlord gets fined and they'll evict me, or they'll threaten to evict me. So it's... ugh. Because apparently there isn't enough tax revenue in Milwaukee for the police to be paid... for enough police to be paid to be kept on duty at all times, so they have to skimp. The police department doesn't have the budget to have enough officers on hand, so they have to skimp, and when too many calls come from one place, they're like, well, look, we don't have enough dudes to cover all this shit, so we're gonna have to fine you so that we can pay for the police. So it's not even the police's fault. I mean, that's a shitty rule, but the police are bound, or their hands are bound by their budget. So it's just a situation where being poor just sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. Wow, very nice.
Executed.
He did say in his book that there are popular efforts to get rid of that rule about the fining if there are too many police calls. And I think that it's not true. I don't think every city has that kind of ordinance. I think it's just a few. Or maybe it's not all, but Milwaukee is one. Maybe there are many. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Chicago didn't have that kind of law, and I don't think Minneapolis does either. This guy's almost dead, but I feel like I don't want to take a chance that I get another heal because we've already taken a lot of damage. We've got tons of food, so yeah, I'm not gonna worry about healing. Just kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yes, totally agree, Daryl. I remember reading an article a few years ago about how expensive it is to be poor. Like how many different things when you're low income cost more because you're low income. There's the obvious things of like credit cards having higher interest rates, loans having higher interest rates, or late fees for not paying your bills, or overdraft fees for not having enough money in the bank, that kind of thing. But then there's also like you can't afford a car that works, so you have to buy a cheap car, and as a result you have to put way more money into the car to keep it running. Or because your car stops running and you can't afford to repair it, then you lose your job because you can't get to your job. So it's like being poor, like being middle class or wealthy, there are so many expenses that you don't face.
The way is lit.
And
the
you
path is clear.
You don't realize
You
it.
require only the strength to follow it.
You don't realize that you're missing. Yeah, basically, that's kind of how it becomes. There's no contract written up, but when you're poor and something bad happens, you're just fucked. We don't want to do this. I mean, we want to do that, but we don't want to do that. We're more interested in having bad dreams than we are in fighting bad dreams. Although we're going to fight a bad dream anyway. Alright, we did this just so that we can backtrack, have this counted as a cleared room. Maybe we can fight, avoid a fight later on. And it looks like a trap sprung up. That's fine. I think when we get back to this room, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll camp here. Yes, being poor does suck. I didn't realize it when I was a kid. I always kind of thought that my family was middle class because my parents never actually told me how much they made. They didn't. In fact, my mom specifically said it's none of your business. She told us that it was not our family's expenses was not a kid's business, so we didn't ask. But we always had a roof over our head. Both my parents were employed. We always had 2 vehicles, so I just kind of assumed that we were middle class. But the reality is we were... I don't know that we were below the poverty line, but we were not... If we were middle class, we were very, very, very low mid class. I think we were actually upper working class, probably. Upper lower class. My kids, I think, have the advantage of being middle class. Or at least lower middle class. Oh, damn it. Nightwing, you had like a 95% chance.
Maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
So my kids have it better off than I did growing up, and they are spoiled rotten. They don't appreciate it at all.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Not spoiled rotten, that's not fair. But they don't realize how good they have it, for sure. Damn. I don't think I'm gonna bother with those. Yeah, I am. I'll drop the gold. I don't need gold. Do we know that this room is vacant? We do. Oh yeah, totally. I'm not complaining. I just wish that my kids knew what kind of luxuries they're enjoying. They don't know.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Thanks, Cyril. I appreciate it. Yeah, there were some things my parents screwed up for sure, as every parent does. But on the whole, I feel I owe my parents a lot. When I was in my mid to late 20s, I saw a counselor for a while because my now wife and I were having some problems at the time. And it taught me, the counseling taught me, among other things, taught me how much, at least speaking for myself, I don't know if this is true for everybody. I assume it's true for everybody because it seems pretty universal, but how dependent who you are as a person is on your parents. So many things about you are in response to what type of parents you had. How you think about money and friends and the world and your responsibilities to strangers. So much comes from your parents, and you don't necessarily really reflect on it until you get to an age where you're like, wait a minute, why do I think this way? Why do I act this way? Why do people say this about me? It's like, oh. And then you get back to it, and you're like, yeah, that's why. It's my parents. Friends obviously have their influence. And there are all kinds of other influences on you. School and church, education, all that stuff. But parents, I think, do more to shape your mind than anybody. Clean guns is a good one. Yes, exactly. It's not that surprising. You're exactly correct, Daryl. It's not surprising, but it's not something that you know intuitively, I don't think. It's not something that I knew intuitively. I knew that my parents had some kind of influence on me, but I didn't realize specifically, like, oh, that's why I act that way. It's because my parents were this way. It's really easy to be critical of your parents, too. When you think of the ways that you're kind of screwed up. But being a parent now, it's like, holy shit, I didn't realize all the shit my parents were doing for me until I was well out of the house. Yes, correct, Walter. Totally correct. Oh!
Consumes the mind. As the firelight fades, ghastly memories gather their strength.
Yeah. Yeah, I think about when I was a kid, and there's the experience of, like, going over to a friend's house for a sleepover or something, right? And especially when you're a young kid, like the first few times that you go over to a sleepover, it's a really weird experience because you're like, whoa, this is how other people live? Like, I just kind of always assumed that my house was how everybody lived, and then you go to somebody else's house and they do things completely differently. Their parents do things differently, have different levels of involvement with their kids, cook different meals, like eat at different times, go to bed at different times, treat their siblings different ways. Like, there's so many things about when you're growing up that you just assume, like, because my life is this way, everybody's life must be this way, and there's no way to know that it's different until you experience something different, and you're like, I didn't know that. And it's like that. So it's like that about everything. It's like that about everything that you are. You think, like, this is the way things are, and then you experience something, you're like, oh no, that's not the way things are at all, is it? I had no idea. All right, we're being attacked. Agree, Daryl. Totally agree. And there are so many times where I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to do this. This is going to be uncomfortable or awkward or different. And then after the experience, you're like, yeah, that wasn't so bad. I actually enjoyed that. Try getting your kids to feel that way, though. All right. We're attacked by a nightmarish adder, an enraged rattler, and a terrible Pliskin. I like that. Kurt Russell's attacking us, everyone. Let's get started, I guess. They'll bleed. They'll debuff. They should stun. They might resist blight, and they won't move very easily. Oh no! She's stressing out. 23 per round for 5 rounds. Let's get you out in the open. Anxiety's a bitch. I have dealt with anxiety. I don't have anything chronic, I don't think, and I don't ever get, like, panic attacks or anything. Not that I've ever experienced. But I do have a bit of social anxiety when it comes to conversation and things like that. Nothing inhibitive, I don't think. Just more like a nuisance. He's got riposte, and he's got guard, and that means he's going to riposte when I attack him. Shit. Good. That's good to hear, Monochromium. I'm glad that's working for you. Yikes. And a stun. Well, shit. He was going to de-stress poor Irene here. Bypass guard. Ha-ha! Nice. Oh, and it got rid of it completely. Or maybe it was going to get rid of it anyway. Based on fucking hell! Please go first. Yes, thank you, Magic. God, oh, perfect timing with that critical. That was magic. God damn it. Too many stuns. Okay, kill this thing so it can't attack us anymore.
As the fiend falls,
Critical will do, thank you.
a faint hope blossoms.
No longer has repost. That's good. Wow, 2 criticals. 2 heals, 2 criticals. Nice. That sucked, but nice. Damn it! It does get rid of guard. Awesome. That's great. Oh yes, the shortcomings of text-based communication. Let's do that. Is just for 1 round. Okay, she won't have a crisis point at this point. Let's instead focus on doing some damage. Oh, we do have finale boosted. Should we work on that? Let's work on that. Repost. I don't want him to repost. They need music. It's actually kind of eerie. I kind of like that there's a break from the music because there's music everywhere in the game. Every screen, every location, there's music. It's kind of a nice break. It does remove a bit of the tension from the fight. But it's kind of nice that there's some time where there's not a Deadbeat! Yes, I'm still going. It's midnight where I am, but I am I'm powering through. Welcome. Yeah, I knew she's gonna repost. Ah, and he resisted. Damn it. Ouch. Stunned. God damn it. You can do duelist advance from anywhere. That's good. Why won't you just die? Better heal.
Soothed. Sedated.
Sedated. Blight. Everyone is here tonight. Yeah, we've had a good group. Okay, just kill it. Thank you. Gravy. Repeal? Haha! You picked the wrong Oh, damn it. So you picked the wrong motherfucker. Very nice. Now, if you can do a finale, we should be good. Awesome.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh my god, it's only journal number 5. We have 2 more to go. I am lodged in a jumble of corpses and wreckage. My arm is pinned. The serpent appears silently from behind a rock, tongue tasting the air. The bite is quick, the venom slow. It runs cold in my veins, inching up my arm, forcing me to make a terrible choice. Oh, hence the bandage on her arm, perhaps. I was thinking maybe it was telling us that she was cutting her arm off. Shieldbreaker only, queer boily. Don't know how to pronounce that. 33% max HP at the cost of 1 speed. Crap, that's good. Drop that. Take that. Take that. Don't think I can fit this other stuff right now. I'm running low on torches somehow. Continuation, yes. Our goal was to wrap up the Courtyard DLC and also finish off the Shieldbreaker Nightmare Journal things. And so far we've defeated the Viscount. We have only the Countess left, though her dungeon is gigantic. And we are at 5 of 7 Shieldbreaker missions. We have 2 more left. Yeah, let's just forget that stuff. Deadbeat did have a character. Who did you have, Deadbeat? I'm sure you're going to answer. I'm going to look in the meantime. I don't remember. Van Whitman! Deadbeat had Van Whitman. What am I doing in game? Oh, he just answered. Did Deadbeat. What are you doing in game? I'm in a dungeon? I don't know. I don't really know how else to answer that question. Ah, that's right. We got a bonus to surprise as well. Skeleton. Oh, damn it. I sense the work of spirits. Oh, no room. Scout? Okay, well, there's no fight in the room, but there is a fight to get to the room, and we've we found Spoons, and we've only skipped 1 room so far, so I think we're safe skipping that one. This late on a Saturday, anything special? Is it just finishing Shieldbreaker and Crimson Court? That's all I'm going to do in Darkest Dungeon, yes. After that, I will do something else, play another game. Lately on Saturday nights, I've just been making an effort to stream when I have the time. Instead of, like, normally at this time, well, not quite this late, but on a Saturday night after the kids are in bed, I would usually just record.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
But now I'm like, what the hell, stream. People are around. It's an opportunity for people who don't normally make the Thursday night streams to perhaps join me. That's the thinking anyway. Apologies if I'm missing anybody who's talking to me specifically, but the chat's coming a little bit faster than I have the attention for. Shit. Hateful Virago. Son of a bitch. That sucks. These guys suck too, but she really sucks. Good. Good to hear, Monochromium.
In inspiration.
Yeah,
And
I'm enjoying it. We've had fun. This is, I think this is my third Saturday stream.
eradicated.
Hopefully he doesn't do a cytokinesis and call another one, which he probably will. Oh god, here we go.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
So many debuffs, Jesus. Yes, correct. Marathon stream, I forgot about that. Yeah, we ended up streaming like 7.5, 8 hours, something like that. Almost. It did. It went by pretty quickly. I think that day I did a little bit of Morrowind, Dishonored, and Darkest Dungeon, I think. Okay, those two are gone. That's good. Four hours is a long stream. 3 hours. When I stream for 3 hours, that's usually enough. Oh, fuck. Necrotic fungus. I think something bad happens with those. I don't remember what it is, though. Fuck. Oh, healing's prevented. Ah, that's what it is, yes. Something bad does happen. Force of Devilry. She'll never stun. That's all I can do. Just kill her. A truffling victory, but a victory nonetheless. Very good. Death comes life. Ah! Hi, Sinblades. That's why everybody hates Virago, no joke. God damn it. Okay, nice dodge, everyone. Nice dodge. Just do damage. Almost. She does have high dodge, doesn't she? She's just gonna call another one here in a minute. Better do heals while I can. Oh no, she's gonna hex.
A decisive pummeling.
Nice. That's very helpful, dude. We might survive this now. Solo? Ah, rats. Sounded like a puma just now. Yes. Whew.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
There's a little touch and go there. We did it. And that was the last fight of the dungeon. I think. Phew. really out? No, I was gonna say, am I really out of food? But I'm not. Whew, I almost panicked there for a second. It has shrooms if you have coin. No, Walter. God. Shambler right now. I mean, we're in pretty good shape except for the stress. Stress for Irene is a little. Ugh. No, that'd be awful, Sinblades. Have you done it? Poor bastard. Chance to de-stress. This game on shrooms. Never done hallucinogenics. I wouldn't know what it's like. Sure, take a chance. Alright, let's wrap this thing up, huh? I hope. Yay! We did it!
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
We fought off the snake. And we survived Hateful Virago. A shroom with a view. Alright, Nightwing and Magic Stilton are now level 6. Nightwing caught Creeping Cough. Magic Stilton caught the Og that's going around. And Wartooth caught Hemophilia and Nymphomania. What the hell was he doing in this dungeon that he got Nymphomania? I like that Nymphomania is considered a positive thing.
Let each help the other, and in so doing, help themselves.
Yay, helping hand. Putting ego aside does not come easily to such seasoned survivors, but the new recruits are palpably grateful for the assistance. Level restrictions removed for next, quest. Week 143. Irene, Wartooth, Nightwing, and Magic Stilton returned from successfully scouting the Weald. Angwei's now an adventurer. Nightwing's now a legend. Alright, Angwei leveled up because he was idle. Magic Stilton is now a legend. Saw the town event in the Sanitarium. Desargo underwent effective quirk treatment. Got rid of Off Guard. Reinforcement therapy made a quirk permanent. Corvid's resilience. Likewise, Jester removed Clumsy and made Tough permanent. Oh, I thought that there was a town image for, level restrictions removed, but it's actually this one, my favorite. Forgot about it. Alright, we got some diseases to cure. Lots of them, actually. I'm gonna convert. I need 30. So I need 20 more. Go. Now we got enough room for everybody. Oops, I gotta actually confirm them first, huh? There we go. And Irene, you can de-stress. The shield breaker is not in that image, nor is the flagellant. I remember somebody made a joke about the flagellant actually standing behind this group, but not having a box to stand on. So they're back there. Like, hey, trying to stick their head up. Champion die in novice level dungeon. So much for ego. Yes, that's true. That would turn things around real quick, wouldn't it? Alright, gang, it's 2 o'clock. Honestly, I'm kind of done with Darkest Dungeon. Sorry, no, it's not 2 o'clock. It's 12:15 where I am, but I've been streaming for 2 hours. That's what I meant to say. I'm kind of done with Darkest Dungeon, but I don't really know that I'm ready for bed. But I don't know what else I would be doing. I'll tell you what. I will quit Darkest Dungeon. I'll put on some tunes while I step away for a minute, and then we'll work out what we're going to do next. Probably won't stay up more than like another 45 minutes, hour tops. Yeah. Yeah. Hour tops. We'll figure something out. What are the options? I'll have to get back to you. Give me 1 second. Let me just shut this down.